Hi everyone! So great to be here. Welcome back to the Mr Francy Reads Reading Sprints. I want to thank my wonderful co-host Stormy for joining me from Stormy Reads. Thank you, Stormy. And what will you be reading today?
I am going to be working on Deadly Editions by Paige Shilton.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
the fifth or sixth book in the Scottish Bookshop series. I can't remember exactly which one.
Oh, excellent. Wonderful. And I will be finishing off Listen to Your Heart and hoping to start another book after that. So I'll see how I go.
Cool.
If you're in the room, let us know what you will be reading. Hi, Bev. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Jessica. She says, "Hello, Mr. Francy. Hello, Storm."
Hello.
Hi, Cornflower. Thank you for being here. All right. Yeah. So let us know what you'll be reading today. We'll probably start the first sprint soon. Hi, Zispamoni. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, yeah.
So, how has your day been, or have you just gotten up, or what time is it over there?
Yeah, so it's 11 now, but I went to bed extremely late, so I actually haven't been up that long at all. I think I've maybe been up for about 10 minutes. But how's your day been, Stormy?
It's not been too bad. We started out with breakfast at my church. They feed us breakfast on the second Saturday of every month. And
Oh,
it's really
nice.
nice because they have like a pretty big spread. There's like biscuits and there's gravy and hash browns and eggs and bacon and sausage and all that kind of good stuff. And it's free to us, so we don't have to pay for it. So it's always nice.
Oh, nice.
And
Very
then I've
nice.
been sprinting ever since after that.
Oh, I love it. So have you gotten lots of reading done today?
Quite a bit, actually. Yeah. I've actually
Oh,
switched.
good.
I switch up from what book I'm reading for which sprint. So
Oh,
I have
nice.
several books going. I have several books.
Oh, wow. Jessica says, I'm reading The Paris Apartment. Nice. Are you enjoying it so far? Bev says, I will be reading The Bridge Goes Rogue. Oh, sorry, The Bride.
Right.
I read that as Bridge. I'm so sorry. the
It
Bride
makes
Goes
a little more
Rogue.
sense with the bride than the bridge.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, oh, The Bridge has gone rogue. Is it a fantasy? Oh, wow. Excellent. Cornflower says, I'm reading Thimble Summer. It's a Newbery Award winner from 1938. Nice. Zispermane says, reading The Lost Village. Excellent. Hi, Amber Jen. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, wonderful. We'll start our sprint quite soon. Hannah says, hi, reading to Helvetica. I'm back. Nice. Are you enjoying it so far, Hannah? I have that one on my TBR. I'll read
I
it
gotta get
soon.
to that.
Yeah. I think, do you remember when we're having the chat for that? Is it like around the 19th or something?
Yeah, it's next Saturday.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah.
So I have to start that one this week too because I haven't started it.
Nice.
I have
No,
lots of
fair
books
enough.
on the go right now.
Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. Okay. Amber Jen says, continuing Golden Girls Forever, an unauthorized look behind the Lane by Jim Colucci. Just started season 4. Ooh,
Cool.
nice, Amber Jen. Jillian says, hi, everyone. Spoiled with all of the sprints today. Yay. And hi. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Cornflower says, I need to get going on Helvetica 2. I haven't even started it. Fair enough. Neither have Stormy and I. We'll get to it soon. Hi, Jane. She says, hello, just finished Jessica Sprint when you popped up in my subscription feed. Nice timing. Excellent. Oh, hi,
It's Jared.
Judry. Sorry?
Her name's Jared.
Jared?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Jared.
He's in the Killing
Jared
Time
says, I can't.
Cozy, so.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much for being here, Jared. Jared says, I can't stay long, but I wanted to jump in and say hi. Well, hi, and thank you so much. Jillian says, I'm reading Murder Wears White by Stephanie Blackmore on audio and Imposters by Scott Westerfield physically. Nice. Sounds good. Hi, Susan. Susan says, wow, glad I checked YouTube. Didn't realize you'd be here this evening. Yep, we are here. We are ready to have fun. Woo, woo. Jane says, listening to Winter House. Excellent. Winter House was the last book I finished. So let me know how you're feeling about it, Jane. Amber Jen says, oh, I've just got Murder's No Vote of Confidence in the mail yesterday. Oh, excellent, Amber Jen. Yay. I'm looking forward to that one. It just seems very different to have a candle shop cozy mystery. So I'm excited about that one. Susan G says, I'm reading To Hell Better Come Back by Paige Shelton. Nice. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Mr. Francy. Hey, Storm. I'm about 3 chapters into A Fatal Fettuccine. Oh, I love the sound of that title. I love
Last night she found out that there was another of the books by I don't remember the series. If it is it the Chef to Go series or something. She thought she was on the last one, and then they told her that there was one that she self-published, and so she immediately went and got it, and she's 3 chapters in already. So
nice. Fantastic. That sounds amazing. Oh, wow. All right. Well, shall we begin our sprinting?
sure.
And let's do a longer one now, and then we can focus more on chatting after this sprint. So shall we sprint to the top of the hour?
That's fine.
All right, excellent. So
That was at the undercover.
hello, am I back? Can everyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, wonderful. All right, everyone, we're going to read to the top of the hour, and I'm going to find out what's going on with my internet. Happy reading, everyone. Okay, how did we all do?
I did pretty good. I don't know where I started, but I'm at least halfway through. I know I went through at least 4 or 5 chapters, but they were kind of short. But
Yeah, no, nice. I finished Listen to Your Heart, so I'm now on to my next book, which I'm happy about, and it gets me closer to Helvetica and back, which makes me happy.
what's your next book?
Recursion by Blake Crouch. Yeah, so
Have you been
looking forward to it.
enjoying your foray through all the genres?
Oh, I'm loving it. It's been fantastic. I'm going to do a reading vlog soon and yeah, talk about how much I've been enjoying it. But have you been enjoying much Mystery Madness?
Yeah, I have. I've been reading a lot of mysteries, and some are good and some are bad. Actually, my favorite ones so far have been the middle grade ones.
Right.
But yeah, but I'm really enjoying this one. So at least I'm enjoying that one. So
Nice. Is that one by the same author of To Helvetica and Back? Oh, wonderful. How did everyone else do? Let us know.
and
Oh yeah,
the one I was talking about, the Fatal Food Fettuccine, it was the Undercover
Yep.
Dish series. So.
Yep. Thank you. Let's move the phone. Okay. Hi, Jessica. Jessica says, hello, friends. Currently reading Exile by Shannon Messenger and cooking dinner. Nice. What are you cooking, Jessica? Now, is Exile book 2 or 3? I always
Number
confuse
2.
them. Book 2. Nice. There you go. How are you enjoying it, Jessica? Oh, sorry. What was their name again?
Jared.
Jared. Thank you. Sorry, Jared. I have to head out. No problems at all. You're probably long gone, but bye, Mr. Francy and Stormy, and have a great evening. You too, Jared. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Hi, Polly. Polly says, hi, Stormy and Mr. Francy. Hi, welcome. Karen says, hi, Storm. Hi, Mr. Francy. Hi. I'm reading the books of Jacob today. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Linda says, I have time for the sprint and wanted to say hi. No, thank you, Linda. Hi. Thank you so much for being here. Shari says, good evening. Great to see you. Great to have you here, Shari. Thank you for being here. Hannah says, just pulled the garlic palm roasted Brussels sprouts from the oven. They are so good. Nice, Hannah. That sounds awesome. And good on you for what you're doing. I think that's just absolutely amazing. So excellent. And thanks for letting us know. Jessica says to Hannah, make sure to post pics. Yes. And Hannah says she will. She says, Storm, you would like these. The taste of the spices, garlic, and cheese overpowers the Brussels sprout taste.
I don't know. I'll have to try something like that and see. Yeah, but me and Brussels sprouts don't get along.
Yeah, me either. So probably have to give your recipe a go. Yeah, right.
Where were you when I needed you yesterday? It seems like everybody likes Brussels sprouts, but like me, and I was.
I mean, no, definitely, I'm not a fan. But at the same time, I'm looking for someone who agrees with me that they don't like peanut butter. I'm the only person that I know that doesn't like it. Everyone else loves it. So if you're out there and you're watching,
because yep, I'm a huge peanut butter fan. So
yeah, fair enough. Charlie says, garlic and cheese, right? Nice. Yes, the best combo. Yum, and I'm not a fan of Brussels either, but that sounds really good. It does. Jessica Ann says 29 pages, and this book is sitting at about a 3-star right now. Okay, yeah, nice. An average rating. Jessica Love says cooked and ate dinner. Lol. Nice, very nice. Hannah read 52 pages. She's now at 35%. Excellent.
Our speed reader.
Yes, exactly. Hi, Tiffany. Tiffany says, hey, all. I got Kevy to agree to watch Into the Heights. Oh, nice. Were you guys talking about that earlier? Or?
I wasn't. I don't know.
Oh, okay. But that's awesome. That's awesome, Tiffany. Enjoy it. Wonderful.
I don't even know what Into the Heights is.
I don't know either. But yeah, Tiffany will have to let us know what they think of it when they've seen it. Jane says 3 hours and 49 minutes of Winter House left, chapter 23 of 39. Nice, Jane. How are you liking it so far?
Plowing right through that because she's been reading that with all the other sprints that I've seen her in.
Oh, nice. It is a fun book. Yeah, so I can see why. Jillian says, got a ton read. I'm up to 93% in Murder Wears White. Nice. You're so close, Jillian. How are you liking it so far? Charlie read 3 chapters. Nice. Jessica Love, to distinctively talk between the two Jessicas, says, I had tomato, basil soup, and grilled cheese sandwich. Ooh, yum. I'm loving Exile so far. A lot darker than the first one. Yeah, I would agree. Would you agree with that, Stormy?
Yeah, there were some things in it that I was like, oh.
Right.
My only issue with that series right now is I think the books are a little too long.
Yes.
And they just get longer and longer. I was looking at the series going, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So I'm like, hopefully it keeps my attention enough to read that thick of a book, because they like, I think like the last one, like number 10, is like 800 and some pages, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they are. They're incredibly long. I remember reading, what was it? The spin-off from the Percy Jackson, the Heroes of Olympus, book 1 by Rick Riordan, which is a middle grade fantasy. And that was the first time I'd read over 500 pages in a middle grade book.
Yeah.
And it just surprised me. Like, I kind of thought, how is it possible that we have really long middle grade books? I would think that they should be shorter, but yeah, and then 800 for the last one in that series.
Everybody keeps telling me Harry Potter was like, had really long books, but I'm like, yeah, but they kind of gradually got that way, not start out that way.
No, you're absolutely right. And the thing is, Harry Potter, what was interesting about that series that I didn't know, but it made sense once I found out, was that about halfway through it switched from being a middle grade to being a young adult because of the darker themes that come up from, what is it? Is it Goblet of Fire? Yeah, Goblet of Fire onwards. Because of those darker themes, it became a YA. So that made more sense to me. But yeah. Shari says, reading The Protective One by Shelley Shepherd Gray, 2nd chapter. Nice. Buggy loves tomato basil soup. Emma Jones says, got 5% done, had to stop in the middle to help my husband put away the groceries and was having internet problems. Oh, Amber Jen, I hear you. I was having internet problems right before we started the sprint. So it's not just you. But how are you enjoying the book so far? Cornflower says, Brussels sprouts and peanut butter are both delish. Well, there you go.
I'll agree on the one.
Yeah, I won't, but I'll appreciate that for you. Hannah says, my niece doesn't like peanut butter. Oh, yay! We found someone.
My nephew doesn't like chocolate, and I'm just like, I don't know where you come from, but go.
Right. Oh, there you go. Jessica says, I'm very picky about peanut butter. I like PB and J, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and PB toast, but hate peanut butter and chocolate. Oh, there you go.
That's just a sin right there. You're no longer my friend. Go away. Reese's are like my favorite thing. That's chocolate and peanut butter. So.
Yeah. So time for another Mr. Francy reads education when it comes to terminology in Australia versus America, and that is jelly and jello. So, Stormy, what is the difference between jelly and jello?
Jelly is more like a preserve, probably what you would think, maybe. And Jello is like that, like kind of the gelatin type things. It's like jiggly or whatever, but like that Jello.
Yeah. So in Australia, we would call what you call jelly jam. Funny enough. And jello we call jelly. So there you go.
And I think in the UK, I think there was something about that. I watched somebody on a TikTok one time, and this guy was like, "Please tell me you don't put peanut butter." And they said jelly, and they were holding up the Jello looking thing, and they're like on a sandwich or whatever. And people had to explain to him, "No, it's different, though." We call that Jello. That's not jelly.
I love it.
So he
That's
went
what
out.
I thought.
He did another TikTok, and he went out and he goes, "Okay," he goes, "I got my." They said it's best on white bread because he was going to have his first peanut butter and jelly sandwich because after he found out what it was, and he went and got the jam and he got the, put it together, and he was like, "Oh, this is really good."
Oh wow!
But he was just like, but it's like biscuits and gravy. And I know that I don't know how you guys are with biscuits and gravy, but for us, biscuits are made out of flour and they're like fluffy and they're like crumbly and everything. And then we put like the white gravy and stuff on top of it. And I know in like the UK, biscuits are cookies or whatever. And he did the same thing. He goes, "You put biscuits with your gravy?" And he had those
gravy, really?
And then he goes, "Really?" And they're like, "No, you have to look it up because." Sophia's from the UK. We had to have her look it up because she's like, "Yeah, I don't get like biscuits and gravy." We're like, "Look it up and look at what the biscuits look like. They're totally different than your biscuits."
It's incredible that we have the same word, but it's such a different thing. I mean, even like sweet and savory, completely different.
Yeah, because we would call we do have like jam, but it's more like a preserve, and where jelly would be like without all it's like the juice off of it that's been put with gelatin that's like preserves it or whatever. It doesn't have all the little seeds and all that kind of stuff in it. So we do have like preserves or a jam that has kind of like the seedy stuff in it. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that one. That's good to know. Always educational here at Mr. Francy Reads with Stormy. Susan says, got through another chapter in Helvetica. Nice. So I'm guessing I'll be finished by end of the weekend. I'll be ready for the 19th. Are you enjoying it, Susan? Let us know.
I've actually read that trilogy already, but it's been so long ago that I have to I'm going to listen to it and refresh my memory.
So it's going to be a reread for you. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Jillian says, Murder Wears White is a lot of fun. We just learned who the killer is, and it made me cackle. Nice. I love it. Always good when there's a good reveal. Spumoni says, I'm excited for the discussion on Helvetica. There was a lot going on in that book. Ooh.
Oh, cool.
I'm intrigued. Jane says, yes, I have. It's interesting. The kids are investigating the mysteries of the house in the section of the book I'm at. Yep. Winter House. I just have to remember which book you're reading. Yeah, nice. I'm glad, Jane. Sherry says, jam in the US has more solids of the fruit. Jelly is the juice of the fruit thickened. Yeah. Excellent, guys. Thank you. Amber Jen says, I'm liking it. Just found out that Quentin Tarantino was in one of the episodes. Ooh.
Cool.
There you go. I didn't know that. And Jessica Love says, I think in the UK they call biscuits scones or scones. Probably. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so now that I think about that in terms of scones or scones, with biscuits. What do you put on biscuits?
We put gravy, like a white gravy with sausage in it. A lot of them do. I don't like sausage that much, so I don't like sausage in my gravy. But most of the time they
Right.
put sausage. It's called sausage gravy and biscuits, pretty much. But we also will put well, you can split them open and put like the jam or jelly or something on it too. So.
Right. So you can make it a sweet or a savory version. Yeah. No, that actually makes a lot more sense now that I think about it in terms of scones. Thank you for letting me know, Jessica. Susan's. Oh, sorry. Susan says, I'm really enjoying To Helvetica and back. Nice. I use jam instead of jelly because it's thicker and more robust than jelly. Ah,
I
there you
like
go.
jam okay, but I like jelly because it doesn't have all the seeds and stuff in it, and I don't really care for it.
Yeah. No, fair enough. And Cornflower says, I love butter
Yeah.
on my biscuits. Yeah, I can see that now that I
Yeah.
know what it is. That makes sense. All right, should we go for another sprint?
Sure.
All right. Let's do it again. We'll go to the top of the hour, everyone, and then we'll probably come back and have a bit more of a discussion.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Okay. All right. Happy reading, everyone. Okay. So how did we do, everyone? Stormy, how was your sprint? Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, yep, no problem.
I forgot to unmute. I said I got about this
Okay.
much stuff, so I'm doing pretty good.
Nice. You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's the main character is on kind of like a scavenger hunt for a book and got a murder and somebody's been kidnapped, all kinds of stuff. It's based on like
Ah.
the strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So it's kind of there's like a
Oh,
monster around because it's somebody's dressing up kind of strange and wandering around too. So
oh,
it's kind of
wow. Oh, that sounds good.
yeah, it's fun.
I am about 25 pages into Recursion, and I'm a little bit disappointed so far, which is unfortunate because I loved Dark Matter so much. But one thing that I absolutely love, I mean, I love many things about cozies, but one thing that I absolutely love about cozies is that we have an amateur sleuth, and there's an investigation going on in Recursion with an actual detective, and I don't really like those types of books, so
Okay, yeah.
we'll have to see how we go.
What's
I've only
the
just
thing
started.
about that author though? He seems to like write a variety of different types of books. I know
Yeah,
I tried reading Pines like a
yeah.
long time ago and I couldn't get through it. I was so confused. I was like, oh. But I watched most of. I never did finish it, but I watched most of the show that was based on it called Pines. And I was like,
Yep.
now this is like super interesting. Why wasn't the book this interesting? I like the show more than I did the book.
Oh gosh, yeah, I haven't read that one yet, so maybe give that one a miss. All right, Hannah just finished the Alfredo sauce. Just gotta wait on the noodles. Nice, love Alfredo. Jane says, "I'm going to go and get ready for bed, so I will say good night. Enjoy your sprinting." Oh, you're probably gone, Jane, but good night, and thank you so much for being here. Sleep well. Hannah says, "I didn't read, but I did eat." Excellent, Hannah. What did you eat? Let us know. Jessica says, "Working on grading student papers, so I watched an episode of Pretty Little Liars during the sprints." I love it. Which episode were you watching, Jessica? And did you know that they're bringing out a spin-off show? I don't remember what it's called, but
Oh, really?
it'll be out in the American summer. So, yeah. Sorry, Storm?
I just said, really? I didn't know.
Oh,
I never watched. I watched Pretty Little Liars, but I don't think I watched it all the way through. I don't think I finished. But I did
and
like
that's
it. But I do that with a lot of shows, especially if it's not on a channel that I normally get. Like I'll watch and I'll binge a lot of it, and then I have to wait for like the next season to come on, whether it's like Netflix or something like that. And then I forget, and it just kind of drops off. So I did like
yeah.
it.
Oh, that's good that you liked it. Yeah, I back prior to doing BookTube, I was on YouTube talking about films and TV shows, and we focused a lot on Pretty Little Liars. So that was a lot of
Yeah,
fun to be able to talk to other
I
people
didn't
about.
watch them, but I've seen your videos. They pop up about Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, oh gosh, it was so long ago. Oh, very different time, believe me. Jillian says, "Finished Murder Wears White Knife, 4 stars. Excellent. Started listening to Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff on audio. Nice. Let me know what you think. I've only read one Jay Kristoff, and that was Nevernight. Wasn't exactly the book for me, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on this book, especially because it's a co-authored book. So I'm intrigued. Have you read Nevernight, Stormy?
No, I have not. And I've heard all kinds of things about it. Like a lot of people, I was like, it's just the best thing ever. And then I've heard some others are like, I don't see why it's so hyped and people like it. So
It's completely polarizing.
I would like to try the vampire novel that he came out with like last year. The Empire of the Vampires or something like that. I think
Okay.
it's like a really thick one. I tried listening to the audiobook, and I
Yeah.
immediately could tell that this was like one that I was going to have the book and listen to the if I wanted to listen, because the audio was really cool, but it was just going to
Yeah.
be really detailed and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I need something to follow along, so I quit listening to it. So I haven't got to it.
That is
I'd like to.
That is Christoph to a T. With Nevernight, his writing style is so flowery. There's so many metaphors and similes. It's so overly descriptive. And that was one of the biggest challenges that I had, because I prefer to just read a standard type of book. But when it goes too over the top with descriptions, I feel like I have to work too much for the book.
And see, I would think
So,
since you read fantasy and like Brandon Sanderson and everything, that you would like a lot of that descriptive type stuff.
yeah, it's funny, but
But
yeah.
in different writing styles has a lot to do with it too, with the descriptions, I guess too.
Yeah, no, that's right. Zeus Bamoni says, what are you reading, Storm? Sounds interesting.
I am reading Deadly Editions by Paige Shelton. It is the 6th book in the Scottish Bookshop series, and it's a really interesting series because like the main character, she can hear like sayings from different books in her head, and so like sometimes, so it's got a little magical thing going on there, but sometimes when she's trying to figure something out, a quote or something will pop into her head from a book, and it helps her try to figure out like what's going on a lot of times and stuff. And
Oh, I like that.
she's an American
Nice.
working in Scotland in a bookshop called The Cracked Spine, and that's the first book is called The Cracked.
Nice. That sounds fun. Hey. Imogen says, got another 5% done and got some slices of pizza for dinner. Yum.
I haven't had pizza in a long time. That makes me want pizza.
Right, same. Hannah says, another PLL spin-off. Yeah, I think if I'm right, but don't quote me, it's set in the past, so it's like a prequel to Pretty Little Liars, but we're still getting like a mystery type deal going on. But yeah, another one after the success of, what was that, Ravenswood and Perfectionist that lasted one season. They're trying again. So
You would
see how
think that, you know, I mean, Pretty Little Liars, it was fun. Like, I don't know. I even think that some people kind of fell off at the end. It was getting a little out there or whatever. You would think,
Yeah.
you know, okay, once is enough, really. We don't need
Yeah.
to do this all over again with another A type character and do all that stuff. If they're going to, then just make up a whole new like show. Don't do spin-offs or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And from what I remember, the title, I don't remember the new title, but the beginning of the title is Pretty Little Liars, and then the title. So it's literally a Pretty Little Liars show. But yeah, I completely agree. Jessica Love says, is the spin-off different from The Perfectionists? I'm in season 6 of like my 7th time rewatching the show. I love it. From what I hear, it is going to be different from the Perfectionist, because the Perfectionists was slightly different to Pretty Little Liars. It's going to be more like Pretty Little Liars itself. So,
was the Perfectionist with different people, or were they just older versions of the ones that were? I've never seen it.
No. So they kept 2 of the original cast members. They kept Alison and Mona, but everyone else was completely different. And it was set in a school for the majority of the time, where even though PLL had times where they were at school, most of the time it was outside of school. So where this was more perfectionism within the school. So, yeah. Susan says, just one more chapter to read in Helvetica. Nice, you're getting there. So close to the end. The killer has been identified. I really enjoyed and will read the next. Nice. Was glad I liked it because I didn't care much for another one of her series. Isn't that funny how that happens sometimes, that with certain authors you may not care for a certain standalone or series they write, but then you read another one and give it a go thinking, oh goodness, how will I go? And then you love it. So.
What's always why, like, if there's a series by an author that I absolutely love, especially with like cozies, I have a hard time wanting to read one of their other series because I'm like, it's just not going to be like this one. It's like The Library Lovers by Jen McKinney is like my favorite. And I've never tried any of her others, but you would think since I really like her so much, I would want to try her other series. Just last year, they got me to try the Cupcake series by her, and I've read a couple of them, and it's like, they're okay, but I'm like, it's just not my Library Lovers. So I'm like, I know I still have to give it a chance, but you know, it's not like it was horrible or anything. It's just not the same characters, you know, as my other one. I like.
Yeah, no, I totally get it because I have the same thing with Julianne Lindsay. I loved the Christmas Tree Farm series so much, and I would love to read more of her works, but I'm scared that it won't be, you know, as good for me personally as that series was. So we'll have to see. But
I liked her apple cider one or whatever it is. I can't remember what the cider shop. I think it is.
Yeah, I know the one you're referring to. I have the book. I just haven't read it yet because I'm too nervous.
I do want to try her Bonnie and Clyde one.
Yeah, the one she was talking about.
Yeah, that one sounds fun.
It does. Julian says Aurora Rising is a reread, and I really liked it when I first read it. Rereading so I can finish the trilogy now that it's done. Nice. Are you enjoying the reread, Julian? I found with certain books, if I reread them, sometimes I love them even more because I'm picking up on certain things that I didn't know the first time round. And then with other rereads, I find that because I already know what's going to happen, that I don't like it as much. So I'm intrigued. Do you reread, Stormy?
I do reread, but not very often. But I am finding that, you know, some people are always like, well, I won't ever reread a thriller or a mystery because I already know. But I've learned very well that I don't remember. I read too many books, and as long as I can put enough time in between them, I don't remember. So like with the To Helvetica and Back, it's probably been like 3 years or so since I've read them. So I know what she does for a living, kind of, and things, but that's about it. I don't remember anything else. So I'll probably be there right along going, who is the killer? Even though I should already know this.
I love it though. It's one of the best things about forgetting. It's like, yeah, it's almost like a new book. Susan G says, Julian, I really enjoyed Murder Where's White too. Nice. Julian says, the writing in the Aurora cycle is definitely not flowery or overwritten. Excellent. I might give it a go. It is very readable and is a lot of fun, has a great plot and tons of diversity. Oh, wonderful. Oh, yay. Maybe that's what took co-authoring. Thank you, Jillian. Oh, neat. I don't remember what that's in response to, but
maybe my book. I was telling him about the book that I was reading.
Oh, yep. Excellent.
Because I think that's Jessica said that too.
Sorry?
I think that was in response to the book too. So.
Yeah. Sounds fun. So yeah. And I actually really liked The Perfectionists. It started to get so interesting right at the end. I completely agree. The Perfectionist was so intriguing and so well done, and then it got cancelled right at the end, and it was getting so good. But
and I don't like that. Well, like it probably because it probably left you like hanging a little bit too. So and it's like, well, what's going to happen next? You know, and it gets canceled, and it's like, what?
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how it was. Julian says, Storm, you definitely need to try Jem McKinley's romance standalones. They are some of my faves. I adored Paris is always a good idea.
Yeah, I do need to try some of hers because I do like. I knew she was a romance writer, and so I could tell that even in her cozies, because the like chemistry between the main character and like the person that she falls for, you could just tell, like, you know, there was a lot of good chemistry, so you could tell she wrote romances opposed to some of the other cozy mysteries or whatever. So she writes really good swoon worthy like male characters in her cozies anyway.
There you go. Cornflower says, Storm, I'm curious if you're liking the Lee Child book.
So far, it's not been too bad. I'm not real far into it, but I've been saving it because technically I'm supposed to read that book next week because it is part of my magical readathon, the Aurelium Gear Up, because it's the book that's been on one of the books that I know I've had for a long time on my TBR, and so I'm using it for like that. Or that's for one, but then another one, it was it had to be a book over 500 or 400 pages, which that book is. I should like pay attention to my TBR when I'm making them, because I put that one and then the next one in that series on my TBR, and they're both like 500 and some pages. I'm like, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? What was I thinking?
Wow.
And but yeah, so far it's different. It's a little bit different than I thought it would be. It's of course it's like first person, and sometimes I like first person, and I'm really a third person myself.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like first person, but I can handle it in cozies and things, but a lot of times I would prefer like most of my mystery thriller types to be like third person.
In third, yeah.
I would agree. Too far. It's kind of strange. Like it throws you right in there. Like, I mean, the first sentence is he gets arrested or whatever. And it's like, well, just throw him right in there. Jack Reacher is in trouble right from the very beginning, and you don't know why. It's like they throw him in there, and he's like, you know, why are you picking me up? Why are you arresting me? And it's like, you know, they won't tell him why he's been arrested. It's just somebody saw him near where somebody was killed or whatever. And he's like, I just arrived here on the bus or whatever, you know. So it's kind of interesting. It's like you're kind of following along just to see if it's gonna, you know, kind of come together and you figure out why he's there and what happened. So it's kind of interesting. But really long.
Oh, good luck. Sherry says, hello everyone. For a while there, I didn't think I was going to make it. Oh, and that would have been okay, Sherry, I understand. But you are here, and hello and welcome. Jessica says, Storm, I'm supposed to be buddy reading it with you.
Yeah, but she says below it was a different book, because I was like, I don't think we were supposed to buddy read that one, but yeah. But it is a group read, actually. The Killing Floor is a group read that I had for the March Mystery Madness. So.
Oh, nice. The Killing Floor is the only book told from Jack Reacher's point of view.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Susan G says, Storm, I've listened to many of the Jack Reacher books on audio. The narrator is great, or the narrator.
Yeah, I do have the audiobook version so I could follow along. And I do like it.
Good. Jessica says, oh, not. It was the Lincoln Child book, not Lee Child. Sorry, lol. Where am I? The Cabinet of Curiosities. Did you still want to read that this month?
Yes, I do. I don't know when's a good time for you, but probably not next week, but maybe the week after that. It's still on my TBR to read. So let's see, what do we have? So maybe like the week of the 20th.
Nice.
If that's okay with you. Because yeah, I've got the audiobook from Libby, so I want to get to it. I just haven't got to it yet.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Are we up for one more sprint, or should we leave it there?
Oh, it doesn't bother me any. So yeah, we can do one more.
All right. Yep. We'll do one more sprint, and then we'll come back at the top of the hour to wrap things up. All right, everyone, enjoy, happy reading, and we'll see you at the top of the hour. Oh, and I will put the timestamp in there this time because I didn't last time. I'm sorry. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Happy reading. Okay. How did everyone go? How was your sprint, Stormy?
Really good. I'm so close. I only got this much to go.
Oh, right at the end. Nice. Oh gosh, should have left the sprint going a little bit longer. Next time. Alrighty. Oh, sorry. Okay. Julian says, what guild are you in for Aurelium, Stormy?
I answered her below. I put that I'm in the
Oh,
Archivist Guild.
nice. Jessica says that works for me. I have another birdie read I'm doing this week, so it's perfect. Sherry says the original narrator of J.R. books did lots before he passed away, but he was replaced by Scott Brick, who really liked a lot. I really like a lot.
I like the narrator now, but I also like Scott Brick, so that won't be too bad whenever I get to that far down.
Nice. Zespamoni says, have to log off early tonight. Not a problem, Zespamoni. Thanks for the sprints. Always enjoy getting to read with everyone. Oh, you're welcome. And thank you so much for being here. I know that there were a lot of sprints today, so I appreciate that you guys were here. Yep, I see your answer there, Stormy. So Jillian says, cool, I'm in the Order of the Crescent.
Cool.
Nice. I must say I'm intrigued. What are these orders?
G from Book Roast is doing a magical readathon, and she started it last year with kind of like just a little bit of a get us into it. But she should write a book, because she could write a fantasy book about what she's created. But she has created this whole like magical world and everything, because she used to do the Harry Potter magical readathon, but she decided to go away from that, and she's made her own. And this year we're supposed to go to school. So last year we went on like the novice path, and we just did little things, kind of got used to our what we were doing, and then we created a character, and we had some character prompts. And this time we got to pick some like weapon, like things that we're going to be using, like magical things that are for our character. And it's just a week-long readathon, and we had to read stuff for that. And in April, we were supposed to do where we went to school, and you picked out, your reading depending on what you wanted to do in the school. But she's been kind of sick, so she wasn't sure if she was going to be able to do that in April or not. So I don't know if we're going to do it in April. But yeah, it's a pretty elaborate like readathon, and she puts like a lot of thought into it, and a lot of like, even like the story. When we were doing the novice path, she would, in her Discord, she would write like these really long story things about it that you could read, and we had to answer questions and things. And then at the end, she told us what, if we picked this or that, then at the end, when we looked, if we had more of this than this one, and it told us what guild we were going to be in and things like that and stuff. And so that's how I ended up in like the Archivist, and then she's in the Order of the Crescent, and then there's like 4 or 5 guilds. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds so much fun, especially for someone like me who loves fantasy. Oh my god!
So you should look up Book Roast. That's her YouTuber name. And
Book Roast. Oh, that's easy to remember. Yeah. Excellent. I will. I'll check it out after the stream. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm excited. Cornflower says to Sherry, I really like both of the narrators too. And she says to Storm, I'm going to start reading Years tomorrow. I've got it all tabbed out for each day so that I'll finish it the last day of the month. Really looking forward to it.
I hope you like it. I really like that book.
Nice. Hannah says, I read 50 pages and made it to 53%. Nice. I'm really enjoying To Helvetica and Back. Oh, excellent. Oh, I'm getting excited. Jillian says, didn't get much read because I decided to eat dinner. That's totally fine, Jillian. I didn't read at all that sprint. I did my reading vlog, so I recorded it. So completely understand. Amber Jen says, got another 10% done and now on season 5. Nice. Hannah says, Stormy, if you need some after party sprints in the Discord, I got you. I need to read some Harry Potter before I go to bed.
All right.
Excellent. Which Harry Potter are you reading at the moment, Hannah? Jessica says, the readathon sounds a lot like Dungeons and Dragons.
And I would have no clue because I've never done anything with Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've heard of it, but like you, I haven't played it or anything, so I don't know. Oh, wow. There we go. Okay, so before we wrap things up, as per usual, Stormy, what do you have coming up on your channel this week, including any reading sprints you might be doing?
Well, I have probably my weekly wrap up for the week will come out tomorrow if I get it all edited. And reading sprint wise, I mean, I'll probably be on here on Wednesday with Tiffany, and at 6 o'clock Eastern. I have to remember it because it's not my time. I always try to do her time. And then Friday, I'm not sure if I'm going to be hosting or if Tiffany is going to. Lee's not going to be able to do Fridays with me anymore. So it's either I'm going to be doing Fridays all the time now, or Tiffany's going to like do one every now and then. I don't know. But
okay.
So that'll be at 6 o'clock, whether it's my channel or her channel. I don't know yet.
Fair enough. Sounds good. We got reading sprints to keep us covered. So for me, I have another discussion type video coming out later on my time this evening, so probably for you guys tomorrow morning, which will be on star ratings. So I'm really excited to get that one out. And then after that, I'll be doing my reading vlog. And then I was given a recommendation by someone. I won't say who or what it was, but I'm very excited. I love my video recs. So thank you. You know who you are. And that video is on the way. And Stormy's puppy is here with us.
Got her hair all cut off. Does she look different?
Oh, she does. Oh, hello. Oh. Hannah says, I'm reading Goblet of Fire. Nice. I'm 38% into it right now. I love the book Goblet of Fire. I did not like the film, but I love the book. So I hope you're enjoying it. And Jessica says, Francie and I have some late night sprints coming up next week. We do, actually. Yeah. So really, really exciting. And thank you for reminding me, Jessica. So I was having a chat with Jessica because the time zone over here in Australia is very opposite to what it is in the States. And so I feel that it might be a little bit easier for me to sprint later for me in the day, and Jessica's good with that too. So if there are any night owls out there who would like to join us, we are going to be, I believe, if I'm right, sprinting Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So having a late night sprinting. So if you want to join us, feel free to come along. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you for the reminder, Jessica. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to give a big thank you to my wonderful co-host, Stormy. Stormy, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And to everyone who has come along here, thank you very, very much. I know I was away last week, and I also know that there were many reading sprints that were happening today. So the fact that you graced me with your presence, I really, really appreciate it. And I appreciate all the love and support. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Keep sparkling and send that positive energy all the way around the universe. Until next time, letting you guys go with peace, blessings, and so much love. And of course, happy reading. Bye, guys.